good, MP?
Mama, there goes that man we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint.
I like being able to.
We know MP came ready to play.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Stephen Curry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now Golden State's starting five. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. MP out there with Curry, and it's Looney into the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Anderson. And it's Randall in at the five. And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Now Curry. After the missed three from Kyle Anderson. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, it took them 4 tries to get their first bucket. Let's see if they can build off that.
MP outside. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start. And here is Conley. His last outing, 16 points for him. No good on the 3.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And the basket by MP.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Looney passes to MP. Edwards with the block. Outside Conley from 6 away. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors leading by 5. MP good. MP's got 12 in the game.
MP went right for the teeth and got rewarded.
Outside Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And we've got something just in from our NBA League insider, Shams Charania, on the Mavericks. All right, Shams, let us know what you know about the Dallas Mavericks.
Thank you, Kevin. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. And thanks, Shams, for always bringing it to us.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pick by Randall. To the inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
MP, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson in the post, defended by Kuminga. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. Randall from outside. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Kuminga, Bajemski out there with MP. Then it's Kevon Looney, and it's Hield in at the 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against Toronto got the job done. He scored 33 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the score by Golden State. Off target from three-point range.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
MP strong inside.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Garza gets the bucket. Garza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's MP. MP rattling the rim.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Alexander Walker passes to Garza. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Hey guys, arguably the most exciting move on draft.
And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the screen. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's MP. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors leading by 14. Outside, Kuminga. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Looney. Moses Moody comes in for Buddy Hield. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's MP. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Warriors leading by 15. Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Conley outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Chalk up 2 there. And now it's up to 25 points for MP.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kuminga against Randall. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Here's Wiggins, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Randall. Nice defense from Kuminga. MP has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this.
MP has been impressive in this one, to say the least.
We expected MP to put on a show. He's generated more highlights in one half than most players do in a season.
And look, I don't want to brag, but I feel like this guy's a combination of me and you, Shaq. The speed, the power, and my skill.
Shaquille O'Neal Smith.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Anderson is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Randall in its center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Looney. Back to MP. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. MP's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a one of one, B.A.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Randall a screen on Wiggins. Here's DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 10 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Anderson outside. DiVincenzo kicks to Conley. A 3-ball. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Conley finds Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2. We seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the small forward. Garza no good. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Pass to Garza. Now Dillingham. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the paint. MP, good. MP's got 38 points.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Dillingham with it. MP's there.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Launches it. Good on the triple. MP's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to McDaniels to end the run. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He had stolen by Ingles. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Dillingham with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Ingles. 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Moody. Back to MP. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Garza. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingles against Kuminga. Ingles passes to McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's MP. And rebounded by McDaniels. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.